Hey guys, what's up? It's Live AJ again here with another knife review, and kind of sticking with the theme of comparisons. This will be a fairly short video because I've basically already done a review on this knife. As you maybe will know, if you've read the read the title of this video, this is the SOG Flashback. And I tell you what, guys, I'm like a kid in the candy store right now because my good friend Jercat loaned me this knife as well. No, it's not mine. And I did a review earlier with another one of his. So I've got all these wicked cool knives to fondle, play around with, carry, use. It's just fun. You can't. Nowadays going into a store, Walmart, you can't even hold the knives, let alone take them, use them, have fun with them. Anyway, let's get to the meat and taters of this review here. This is basically an upgraded version of one of my first and still excellent knife, the SOG Flash 2. And they brought it back with the flashback. So I'll just put that here for viewing pleasure. 3.5-inch blade, Tonto blade. That would be a Jercat preference. I prefer more of the drop point style, but they have them. The flashback has drop point varieties. This is the black SOG tie knife finish. I don't know if it's gonna say there or not, but you can enjoy the markings on the blade anyhow. How does this finish wear? I don't know. It would seem that it wouldn't be bad. I'm sure with hard enough use it'll wear, but it's not paint. So I don't know. Pick your poison, I guess. I again kind of prefer the satin blades. They're just, when the finish does start to wear, it looks kind of cool. Not having problems, I guess. Not problems, but just with scratches. Personal preference. I think I already said it. A 3.5-inch blade on this. A little bit heavier. The earlier Flash 2 weighed 3.1 ounces. This flashback is 3.5 ounces. Otherwise, basically, an almost identical knife. If you have any other specification questions, go look it up. There's plenty of information online. SOG's website has them. But I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, these two knives and comparing my thoughts. Would I buy this knife, being that I already have something very similar? Do I recommend it? Well, I'll start off right away. Yes, I do recommend this knife. Just look at it. That futuristic, machine-like look with this is like, I guess you could call it almost a true gray. It's got some dark hues to it, some light hues, contrasted with the black. By the way, this is stainless steel, basically wrapped around, it's a skeleton, exoskeleton we'll call it, over a glass reinforced nylon, same as this handle. And another thing that you've probably noticed right off the bat, you've got that jimping and that jimping. Yeah, I can lock my finger in. But check that out. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you what, this stuff is almost too much. It locks in like nobody's business. And check out those lines. There's a little swoop there. Swoop there. Got some, this is really just aesthetic. I mean, everything just flows. What a cool, almost oriental design to it with flowy curves. You've got a little swedge up on top of the blade here. I'll tell you what, for anything, I mean, if you like your knives to look good, don't waste your time with that one. Nah, it's just plain. There's nothing to it, nothing exciting. Is it functional? Absolutely. Excellent knife. But this sucker is where it's at for your looks. How cool is that? Pocket clip hasn't changed much, but it has changed a little bit. It's still that deep carry. Focus. But notice how it's a little bit broader, higher. It's got a loop instead of squared off. It's also a bit shorter. And you've got the cool SOG emblem in there. Safety is same, except that it's much harder to actuate. Good. I'd just assume get rid of it altogether. Now, there's something special about this knife, I guess, in that SOG has advertised it to be the, what would I say, the world's fastest or the fastest spring assist knife on the market. It's quick, boys. Is it as quick as the old Flash? Well, I don't know. Let's try a same time here. Hit the ground there. I'm trying not to cross blades or cut myself. Oh, I did hit myself there. I would say that they are equally fast. No, there is something worth cut a little bit, maybe, I don't know, something worth mentioning in that this one has been used a bit more, but I don't know if it's, you know, my fault of using it or if it's just the way the knife is designed. It's a little more mushy, kind of a softer, just kind of flows out as far as when you release that or pushing on the thumb stud. It just kind of slips out. And then same with this. You just, I mean, it's not a hugely heavy spring. This one, on the other hand, is a lot harder to disengage, and it really clicks in there. I can't demonstrate real well, but you've got to use a little bit more thumb effort to get this blade out. Is that good or bad? I don't know. That's up to you to decide. But AUS 8A on both of these knives, same steel, good steel, I would say. This one, is it any more durable? I would say yeah, it is. You've got stainless steel, and it adds, you know, almost half an ounce, a little under. But if you want something that you can put into a defensive roll or a hard heavy use roll, this is probably your option. if you're going SOG, that is. This just, I mean, it's an excellent EDC. It's lighter. You can, I can feel it. But it just doesn't have the traction. And no, it doesn't look quite as cool. This one does come at a little bit more cost. I would say you could pick this up for right around $60, give or take a few dollars. While this one, I think I got this at 35. They might not be that low anymore. 40. So plan on an extra $15 to $20. Is that worth it? For the looks, for the added function, added half an ounce? I would say yeah, it is. Would I buy this knife? Yeah, it's not high on my list. Why not? Well, because in a lot of ways, I already have it. Just a crude caveman version of it. And then they modernized it. They brought the flash back. And as you can see, yeah, it's got a little flash to her. So, I just thought that I would do a quick comparison showing these differences, giving my ideas and recommendations. And again, let's look at the presentations here. It's a little bit fatter of a knife. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the flashback does have a little bit thicker blade. The Flash 2 on the left is a, what is it, 12 thousandths or so, 1/12 thousandths or something like that, where the flashback, oh, is it 115 or 125? 3 millimeters thick. So, if that's a big deal for you, now you know. But it's up to you to decide if you like what SOG has to offer, and I think they're excellent, their products. I couldn't recommend both of these high enough. I think they're both excellent knives for what they are, and you really can't go wrong. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. 10-4.